We're going to the championship, anybody? We're going to the championship, anybody? Yeah. So, man, I had, like, things that I wanted to say, and the second I hit, like, start streaming, I've forgotten all of them. It's Pokemon Champions! I'm gonna strike while the iron is hot and play it a little bit. Why not? And, I don't know, if I, like, start embarrassing myself too hard, then I can switch to Air Riders or something. Because that's... I'm not great at competitive battling. But I have been seeing at least a little bit of success. Well, kind of. See, I signed up for this competition, but I jumped the gun and hadn't finalized my team. So this is suboptimal, but it's still mostly functional. Basically, Meganium is just, like, not there at all, is the thing. Because, like, this was a set from ZA, and that's, very different than the other games, as you're aware, as your knows. Yeah. These four are, like, my go-tos. You'll maybe, hopefully, at least once see how this team is supposed to work. I did put thought into how these Pokemon work together and how to make them, good. Yeah. Now, why does... Oh no, the audio input capture is just my mic. Okay. I can't get distracted by things like having a functional stream when there's Pokemon to do. Okay, that's lucky. Alright, now can hopefully steamroll, start snowballing, rather. You used Aura Sphere, so Dimitri is not safe. But we are faster. I'm gonna go for it, and if Dimitri faints, it's, like, not the saddest thing in the world. As much as I like having the attack down, I am kind of feeling the effects of not having, like, a water move that's good for killing. So we've still got Trick Room up. So now we can pull out the secret weapon. I have made these speeds just so that Ganache will move first in Trick Room, at least before my other Pokemon. I have seen... There are Pokemon that are slower than Alcremie, which is kind of a surprise, honestly. I feel like... I mean, it doesn't exactly scream Speedster, but it does scream. It's so silly just floating there. Okay, it has resumed. It is no longer paused. I think we have this one. I think we're gonna win the championship. Every battle in Pokemon Champions is the championship. So I decree. So, I know Pokemon Champions is kind of bare bones right now, but it has been hitting for me because of my very specific, strange habits with Pokemon. Because I tend to build competitive, at least somewhat optimized Pokemon in the single-player games, and then not actually play the competitive side. At least not very much. I think ZA was the one that I got the most into, just because it felt so different, and there's... Another part of it might be that, like, I lose a bit of interest once a meta is actually established. So, like, ZA being the way it is means that there's a lot of quirky and weird strategies that are technically viable if you execute them right. And this game being so new means that there's, at the very least, not completely a meta. There's a little bit of a meta. There's like... I'm sure people have already figured out, like, what the best, like, Incineroar set is, or whatever. At least down here in my, like, mid-ass, barely functional 50% win rate at best zone, at least I can get some success with my weirdos. Okay, I guess we're dealing with a sand team. Dimitri could get one shot by basically anything here. So could Bronze Medal, I think. Let's just send out Ganache and pray. I have been surprised at how bulky Ganache can be sometimes. Like, I gave it the Focus Sash because I swear I remember Alcremie being, like, super frail. And generally having, like, not so good stats all around. Well, the Focus Sash no longer matters. So, whatever. But we do have our Trick Room. I'm definitely most scared of this extra drill. Okay, somehow we both survived. Well, somehow we both survived. Ganache... You know what, why not decorate more? Have some more strawberries. Okay, I still kind of think that getting rid of extra drill was the smarter move. Do we still have Trick Room? I don't really know what to do in this situation. Like, I think that this team does just kind of have a disadvantage against a Sandstorm team, with lots of ground-type attacks. That will hopefully at least mitigate some of that. It's the sound of me scratching my stupid tummy coming up on the mic. I hope not, but it probably is. Well, I think we can at least flatten this out on, hopefully. We've got... Oh... We done... Did we run out of Trick Room, or is Tip Out on just really slow? It don't matter, even. I mean, that is kind of like the drawback to Trick Room. If your opponent is slower than you, then you are just buffing them by giving Trick Room to everybody. Feels bad. But also, this team can't really do anything else. Damn, we'll just go our main four. Let me check my audio while we're waiting. I can't tell. I mean, the music is super quiet on this screen, so it would make sense if you can barely hear it. They should invent audio that isn't agony to set up. Okay, you're gonna hear double for a minute. That isn't agony to set up. Okay, you're gonna hear double for a minute. That isn't agony to set up. Okay, yeah, that's probably fine. That's probably fine and normal. get trick-roomed. I also kind of wish that Dimitri could have Protect. Or alternatively Alcremie with Protect. I mean, I don't think there's anything stopping me from doing that, aside from the fact that this team has been set for this tournament, so I don't think I can change it. Play the cards I'm given, even though I took these cards without thinking very hard about it. Okay. Now we just hope Corbinite didn't double into Empoleon. It didn't. The Corviknight is probably going to go for Body Press, if I'm thinking right. Is there a better thing to take a Body Press than Shiva? I kind of don't think so. I mean, I think we kind of just have to get off an attack, and if Dimitri feigns, then that's how it is. That's a bit of a problem. It's my problem. Okay, I guess you're going maximum. I mean, you're probably... It's bad now that Dimitri has fainted. Tinkaton, look, it's your natural prey. You can do this easy. We can't do this easy. Definitely not as much damage as I would have liked from Gigaton Hammer. I mean, it's at +6. I was so focused on trying to stop Corviknight snowballing that I didn't consider how Heracross is snowballing. We get to live. Do we still have Trick Room? We're doomed. Something doomed is about to happen. My pile of whipped cream is freaking doomed. Feels bad. Okay, what can I expect from you? Probably not that much crazy, right? Do I want bronze medal or do I want Hiroka? I think stick with bronze medal. I think Drampa might be one of those Pokemon that is slower than everything else, and therefore outspeeds us when we have Trick Room. In fact, it's maybe not a great sign that we have gone first. Okay, you're withdrawing. That... I was actually scared of not withdrawing, so that's... maybe fine? Never mind, we're in hell. Roost and Prey? Dimitri is probably the fastest thing on the field right now. Which is a problem for... well, for me. I wish the room service item was in the game. I'm sure that a lot of this, like, missing stuff is going to come later. It is kind of weird that it's not here, and I don't know. don't know, we can swords dance or whatever. Because I want to chilling water on that Steelix. Chilling water on that thing. Oh, that's a problem. Would have been great to chilling water that Steelix if we had gotten a chance to. I don't think we can do anything now. I could forfeit, but my whipped cream will go down swinging. Fear my freaky little dollop. Fear my freaky little dollop. I think that makes us the fastest thing on the field now. I can't get too excited because it is 3-on-1. And if this Steelix has any steel attack at all, it's a problem. But if all it can do is that, that's... There's no way this works, right? There's no way. There's no way. I haven't seen how much damage we do to this Steelix yet. Draining Kiss isn't very effective on Steelix. But I think it's a special move, and Steelix has worse special defense. Accuracy drops can be problematic. Don't drop my accuracy again, please. Don't paralyze, please. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, I guess it didn't really matter. That was still way closer than I feel like it should have been. Did my phone dingle a second ago? What happened? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I guess we just stick with the program. I swear Volcarona can be helpful, but... I mean, like, anything that might maybe have a rock-type move is kind of a hard counter. There's also the fact that Volcarona is, like, kind of fast, sort of. Which, you know, usually pretty good, but on a Trick Room team, that means that it's very slow. So we're doomed forever. Hang on, I feel like my mic is close to my face. Okay, not the move I was expecting out of you, but okay. Okay, perish. There's the super effective into Empoleon I was expecting. That drops attack and defense, right? Is that what I read? Okay, let's just pray that this Steelix doesn't have a steel move. I mean, we've got Focus Sash on Ganache at least. Yeah, that's a lot closer to how I would expect the matchup between Alcremie and Steelix to go. Yeah, I'll go for Recover. And then maybe if we're lucky and Ganache lives. I mean, considering they both have priority over us, it'll be lucky if I can get anything to happen. It's steel ground, so we're not quad effective with Brick Break. But somehow we're not dead quite yet. I mean, we can't last nearly as long as Alcremie could. We don't have any way to recover health. Foiled again. Oh well. This smells like a rain team to me. I mean, I don't think I really want to adjust my strategy for that either. Like I said, this team, the way I have it right now, can basically only do one thing. Like that Meganium set, since I took it straight from ZA, where the mechanics are different and different things matter, it has screens of Leaf Storm and Dazzling Gleam, I think. I guess we just pray that the rain boost matters. Yeah, as glad as I am that there is an outlet for the Pokemon that I have built but never used, I do have to remember that ZA is a different video game. With different things that matter, and different things that matter. Okay, I mean... Ooh, a double switch, huh? So, Cottony can get Prankster. So, if it uses a status move, it'll be able to go first. Hopefully stored power plus 2 is enough. Okay, it is. Okay. I was gonna say I think we're in a good position, but I guess yeah, we're in the ideal position of victory. By forfeit. The best kind of victory. Incineroar, lead with Dimitri. But this could also be a different kind of rain team. The one with the Archaludon. I don't really know how to handle Archaludon. What is Archaludon's speed? Are we buffing it by putting it in Trick Room? They also have a Meganium, and this person probably didn't do a dumb thing like me and actually made sure that they can Mega Evolve their Meganium before locking in their team. Just a guess. Okay. Well, no lead. Incineroar. Oh. Don't like that. That's scary. Okay, well, hopefully this helps. This gets us to Snowball. Don't send in a dark type. Okay. Still not great for us, but at least we can hit it. What's more important, healing Shiva or getting rid of Archaludon? I kind of think it might be getting rid of Archaludon. And then... well, maybe an Aromatic Mist will help? Maybe that will be just enough to survive a hurricane? Either way, that's the scariest guy out of the picture. Ooh. Ganache, you've done it again. I guess Incineroar is scarier than Pelipper. Shiva's set can't hit dark types at all. Especially not if they have Fake Out. Okay, we have one turn left of Trick Room. We can make it count, I guess. That doesn't quite help. We are still in the positive stuff. So you probably have a fighting move. And also you're probably going to hit first. Ooh. Or you could try and go a poison move into Ganache. I mean, that situation would it be better for me? I would get to attack with bronze medal at least. You totally wanted that Intimidate debuff, didn't you? And now the rain is gonna come back, so you'll have a harder time hitting on my steel. Man, that Pelipper came from Hoenn? That's pretty impressive, actually. Ever since the DSi stopped having, like, you know, the GBA slot, I basically lost access to, transferring Pokemon upwards from the older games. I hope that they... Hey, what the hell is that thing doing? You're not a Pokemon, motherfucker. Get off of my screen. I don't care about what you're doing. Maybe they'll put more Gen 3 games on the eShop. I said at one point earlier... this could be a case... This could be a job for Heroica. I did say at one point on, like, Blue Sky or whatever, like, I don't want to add to the discourse regarding porting games to, like, straight up like that, but I do think that it would be kind of fun if they, like, did some ROM hacky type stuff with it, went a little bit, you know, had some fun with it. I kind of get why they didn't in Fire Red and Leaf Green, at least now that it has been explained to me that if they touch the game, like, basically at all, they would have to get the game re-rated because it has gambling in it. I mean, if I could hack in a Voltorb flip, I would accept that. I know it's not the pure Game Boy Advance experience. Counterpoint, Voltorb flip's kind of fun. It's really just, like, I have that thought because, like, going back and playing Pokemon games without, like, the physical special split or fairy type just feels strange to me. Even though, like, now that I've heard testimonials from people who, like, still really like Gen 3, that the absence of a physical special split isn't, like, as egregious as I thought. I don't know, it still feels weird to have a move like Fire Punch not at least have the gimmick of hitting on physical attack. Do I want to switch? I might want to switch. Okay, forgot that the sword can throw hands. Right. A move I should have seen coming, perhaps. How good is Aegislash and... How good is Aegislash, actually? Because I do remember it being, like, kind of crazy when X and Y were new. We still have one turn of Trick Room, and it's the one turn that my pile of cream needs. Okay, 3v1. We've got Giga Drain. So we might be able to... That might be enough. Depending on how much this does. Everybody's just eating berries today. Don't you know eating berries is strange and unnatural? Oh, that's annoying. Well, if you're gonna be like that, then I'll use another decorate. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. What should I think of this team? I think Crockrock can get Intimidate. So that might be a thing to be aware of. I think it can get Intimidate and Moxie, and those are both scary abilities, but at least we have the counterplay to Intimidate. I don't think it's actually happened on stream, though. In the roughly 1 hour that I have been streaming. Make a wish when we hit 1 hour, anybody. But wish for something, like, lame and shitty, because it probably won't come true. Wish for the opposite of what you want. And maybe you'll get what you want. Maybe it's like a... It's like, well, it's happened, so whatever. I haven't seen anybody use a live part in this game, and I'm kind of scared about that. Like, you don't pull out a Pokemon like Liveheart without some kind of very specific plan. Can Liveheart get Prankster? I feel like Liveheart gets Prankster. Watch it somehow be a Trick Room Liveheart, and I'm like... And we end up undoing each other's Trick Room. Nope, it's knockoff. My dang berry. My berry gone. my freaking berry gone? Well, we can nerf its attack if we feel like we need to. I might regret not doing that to... Well, we got the trick room off. That's the important part. Foul play. Does foul play... There's a move somewhere in this game, I think, that makes it so that you hit using your opponent's boosts to physical attack. Is that foul play? Is that... I'm thinking of foul play? Or is that something different? Oh, it's not Intimidate. Now, why that move? Has Trick Room ended, or are these Pokemon just slower than us? And therefore faster than us? No, yeah, there's Trick Room. I mean, I guess we just do the thing that we were doing. Well, actually, Protect has priority, so Ganache might just outspeed. Ganache and hopefully Empoleon might just outspeed Krokorok. I don't actually know which of my Pokemon is fast. Oh, damn it. That's bad. Well, okay, I guess it helps that there's literally nothing we could do have done this turn. It was all for naught. I mean, we could have roosted, and that probably would have been good to do. Okay. I can't imagine that we have... but what if I go for... Wait, Sword Stance. Well, I kind of predicted the dig, at least. I mean, there's no way that I survive this turn. Man, I'm on a losing streak. Let's switch to ranked battle so that I can use a team that, like, actually functions the way that I want it to. Well, it functions slightly better the way that I want it to. Get ready to battle beer! I think this will be the play. Actually, right, Charizard can set Sun. So this could be a Sun team, and I could be about to get my shit rocked by a Sun team. Ah, this song brings back memories. Like, I don't have nostalgia for the genuine Gen 1. I have a lot of nostalgia for Fire Red Leaf Green. Despite me complaining about them not having physical special split and all that stuff. I probably really should just get over myself. Listen to those crunchy GBA instruments. Man, just having leftovers on the reunit list is probably going to make a world of a difference. So will that Charizard Mega Evolve? The fire on its tail really stands out in the reflection. Is that a thing that would happen in real reflections? I don't even know these things. Okay, that didn't deal a lot. That's how sun works. That's the expected behavior of the sun. Yeah, I gotta get Ganache out because that... Gotta take advantage of the Trick Room while it exists. I'm also slightly scared of Charizard having a flying type move into my Volcarona. Maybe Volcarona should be the one with the Focus Sash. Nah, but it's good on Alchemy in emergencies. I can't allow myself to lose the beer. Not again. I don't think that's going to help you. We've got Trick Room up still. Ah, shit. I should have attacked. Because now that Charizard is probably gonna go first and Heat Wave us to shit. And we aren't even protected by Trick Room. Okay, well, that's a different move, but the same principle, I guess. Okay, can Volcarona handle the 2-on-1? I get the feeling the answer will probably be no. But we can go for it regardless. We could Giga Drain for like 4 health back. Yeah, whatever. Just destroy me if you're going to. Look at Charizard Y. Looks kind of weird from the front. You look weird from the front. Oh, we've completed all of our daily missions, I guess, or whatever. The date's changed. When does the date change? What? Okay, you want to read regarding current issues? The explanatory text for the leech seed status is incorrect. Incorrect. The Pokemon takes damage equal to 1/16 of its max HP. Correct. The Pokemon takes damage equal to 1/8 of its max HP. Please note that the calculation is already performed correctly during battles. When both players' Pokemon might evolve simultaneously under certain conditions, the turn order may behave incorrectly. Gender is displayed incorrectly for certain Pokemon within the tutorial. Gender is displayed incorrectly for certain Pokemon in shared replica teams. When a Pokemon has the Unicorn status, the ability of Lightning Rod will not activate correctly. When you look at the move details during battle, you move your cursor to align with Mega Evolve and press the B button. You will become unable to select a move. Fucked up, but true. No, I don't wanna go back to the online competitions. Give me some yummy ranked battles. And you know what? You know what? I was vibing. Give me that. Sure, we can bring in tummy time this tummy time. Yay, it happened! The white herb is probably not very useful on Dimitri, honestly, considering most of the time that activates by Intimidate, and Dimitri doesn't care about physical attack. Yeah, the Trick Room, that's the move that we use. This song does kind of genuinely make me... It does kind of genuinely make me do the mean food critic from Ratatouille. Are we... I mean, that was a crit, so... No, but crits are only 1.5 times now, aren't they? I mean, we can switch in tummy time, I guess. I also caught tummy time as a game. I changed its moveset to be better, right? Or did the game do it for me? Should have used another Calm Mind. It would have been so awesome. It would have been so cool. It could be so awful. It could be so cruel. Okay, Ganache, I need your power now. And I have to be careful because for some reason Decorate defaults to the opponent. You know, because of all the situations where it will benefit you to have your opponents have their attack stats doubled. I should totally make a Pokemon like... I'm pretty sure I've like talked about brewing that kind of idea. I haven't done much yet. Speaking vaguely about things in the future, Tomodachi Life Living the Dream is coming, like, next week. That's exciting. I think it drops on next Thursday. Yeah, I think it drops on the 16th, which would be the Thursday, if that is correct. There isn't, like, much... There isn't much stopping me from streaming the game on Thursday, but I could use that Thursday to, like, spend some time making Miis. I don't know what will be the more entertaining part of the game, is watching me create a monstrosity or seeing them wander around like little ants. Like, I would presume that it would be... I would presume that the Mii creation wouldn't be as exciting, but I've been wrong about things before in my life. Damn. I guess we are double special attack. It almost would have been better if that had OK'd us. Because Mega Victory Bell now has innards out, and that would have dealt a lot of damage. Do we still have Trick Room? No, the Trick Room is dead forever. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna go first. Well, I guess it's Dragonite. Yeah, we got some innards out damage at least. It is always kind of strange and somewhat fun when, like, a new move or ability that was clearly designed for a certain Pokemon, it turns out, can also fit really well on something else. Because... why did you beep at me there? Yeah, I know, Dimitri's about to die. Like that. I think Ganache can take this? I think Ganache wins this 1v1. Is it physical? Have I seen it use a special move? I've seen it use Extreme Speed. Plenty. Okay, I guess you do have a special move. Witness my special move. We witnessed it just fine, actually. And my plop of cream is doing just fine in this world. I do kind of wonder if, like, maybe they haven't changed base stats, but I don't know, maybe they changed the damage formula somehow? Or maybe I'm just fighting weird teams, because it feels like... that's how weird it feels that Alcremie is surviving a non-zero amount of things. Maybe I just didn't believe hard enough before. Hattie. That could be a Trick Room Hatterene. In that case, do I want? You know what? Let's Calm Mind and see what happens. So we are both faster. Naturally. Yeah, we are kind of like going to lose speed wars against other Trick Room teams. Because I did have to like buff some speed stats in order to make sure that the slowest thing that I had was Alcremie. You should have done that to Empoleon so that I could get the competitive boost. Okay. You know what? Yeah, we should bring out Ganache while we still have the Trick Room. It's not even our Trick Room this time. But we can have it. Despite the fact that I am losing a lot, I do feel like I've kind of like something has clicked. Like about how, I don't know, I guess you can be like too reactive to the opponent. Sometimes you gotta like know what your strategy is and stick with your guns a little bit. I say on the one match where I have deviated from the formula. But not that hard. Trick Room still happened. Oh, right. Synthesis is gonna heal you more. I'm not all that scared of Mega Meganium. I mean, I'm kind of scared of that. Because we've got tummy time in the back, and that's like seems like a good counter to Mega Meganium. Oh, not quite. We were benefiting from that trick room, weren't we? Okay, we just need to hope that one of our Pokemon gets the chance to attack. Okay, I think we've got this. I think we've got this. Hopefully. I am slightly scared of the weather ball, but I don't think it'll one-shot a full health Mega Boy. Girl. Tummy time as a girl. It did. But okay, we have innards out. So, okay, fair enough. It still worked. And my Uniclus roars as if any of what just happened was its doing. Reuniclus watches two plants die and cheers. Let's see. Tyranitar. Hydreigon. You know, there isn't anything stopping me from, like, doing a stream series of Pokemon Fire Red. Especially now that it's, like, out on Switch as a thing that I could have. See, Pokemon is in a very unique position as a franchise that can have re-releases, because that essentially brings back Pokemon and content potentially from a while back. Like, I don't know if the Switch versions of the GameCube Pokemon games have, like, Pokemon Home support, but if they do, that would, like, be a genuine reason to pay money for that, because you can't really do that with an emulator. As far as I know. So Empoleon is at +4. Yeah, I think this is the. Well, we're at such an advantage that even if this is a misplay, it probably don't even matter. I guess I should be slightly scared of extreme speed. Yeah, okay. Ooh. That's somewhat of a problem. Should I go ahead and decorate? Or is that a waste of a turn? I'm gonna not. Okay, it would have been fine. Why is... Did Shiva get their speed lowered by a bulldozer or whatever? So that aside, this is not an ideal matchup here, but maybe? Well, I mean, even if Tummy Time goes down, Innards Out will probably take them down with. I can't believe how easily I got used to saying out loud these Pokemon's nicknames, especially the sillier ones. Now you all have to hear me say Tummy Time. I mean, it don't matter. I don't think this thing can destroy both Tummy Time and Ganache. Unfortunately, Innards Out didn't do. Should I lower the defenses of Mega Victory Bell so that it can sort of Innards Out as a tactic, like taking damage to save time and such? There might maybe be something to that. What are its viewpoints currently. It's only a little bit of special defense. It's mostly attack. I mean, mostly HP and special attack. You know, I should change the item. Honestly, Mystic Water might be, like, worthwhile if I'm going to keep running Chilling Water. That might take us over some KO thresholds. Is there anything better that I could give to Volcarona? I kind of feel like not. I don't think a lot of the good items are in this game. I don't know. Shellbell is probably not going to be all that helpful. I don't think you can have two Pokemon holding the same item. Like, I didn't see any quantity indicators in that menu. I think it's just you have one Eternal Citrus Berry, but only one. Only one per team save. What should I expect from you? You've got a rock dog and a fairy dog. I mean, Hiroka might be able to do something here. Like, that's a good counter to Aegislash and Frostlass. No, I guess Empoleon can handle Frostlass too. Bow. Haha! I wasn't going to attack that one. Now, what is your plan with this Sharpedo? It might actually be a problem if they both double up into Shiva. No, I do kind of want to nerf your physical attack. I can't bring myself to undo Chilling Water for that reason. See, that would have been worse if we didn't have the thing. Oh, you speed boost, huh? If... Okay, you're going for protect, so it's fine, actually, whatever happens. Should I roost? I think I will. I think I will do that thing. Did I use decorate? Was I not thinking about that and instead thinking about hitting this Sharpedo? I mean, it's good that it's no longer on the field. Okay, how's our... We still have a turn of Trick Room, so we can do our thing. You know, I mean, I guess I am using an improved version of that team, but it is kind of crazy how now I've got a win streak going. People will think I'm on some kind of performance enhancer. What would that even look like in the world of Pokemon? I'm imagining like the trainer takes some steroids and this has no benefits at all to the Pokemon. It's a detriment to the Pokemon because they're concerned. How does Shell Bell stack with draining moves? I don't know. It matters not. You are probably a rain team. Probably gonna have this be the last one, maybe, because we're coming up on 2 hours. And that seems like a good amount of time to stream. looks like we're dealing with somebody who has nicknames. I was kind of expecting those names to be the other way around. I mean, like, a rain dance is kind of like changing the atmosphere. Well, okay, they're both screaming. They're both screaming at me. And that's enough for Shiva to be in not so much danger. Well, it depends on what they have, I guess. I would like this to work. A quick claw. If quick claw is agnostic to trick room, is there a benefit to having a quick claw on something in this team? Probably something that is doing not so hot under trick room in the first place, like Volcarona. Atmosphere. Food. Water. Atmosphere. I mean, we gotta get our decoration in. We can't completely rely on Reuniclus because it can't hurt dark types at all. Do I have a chat box window on this scene? I do. It's over there, I guess. Oh, right! Protein makes you wet water. Well, I don't know if that one person who posted in my chat is, like, there or anything, but I try and go live at around, like, 7 on usually Wednesdays and sometimes Fridays. I'm not committing hard to that. "7 Eastern Standard Time. You're double protecting. I can't even harm you. But now it will be harder for you to harm me. Especially without the rain." Yeah, I don't really know what to make about to a random first-time Twitch chat message asking for my Discord or whatever. It doesn't feel real. It feels like a bot or something. I mean, I don't necessarily want to give my Discord out to randos, but I have had thoughts about, I don't know, what if I... but I don't want to, like, have to run a Discord server. But if I did have a place where people could just, like, show up and potentially be on stream and be okay with that as, like, a co-commentator, that could be a thing. I don't know. I don't know. There's few things that I know. I probably shouldn't be doing another one, but the winning streak is too enticing. You might be a Sun team. Unfortunately for Chilling Water, I think that... Oh, you're going Mega Charizard X? I think Mega Charizard Y is more special attacker, but maybe X is more physical, and that'll be good. Oh, you're going Dragon Dance? Get ready for my Wet Dance. Get ready for my Wet Dance. So that was a really good turn one. I kind of wish there was more moves in Pokemon that could let you heal an ally. Or maybe I wish they were more common or something. Yeah, Pokemon is, like, definitely a strange and unique, somewhat unique take on an RPG formula, if you think about it. Like, it's especially a thing to think about with how a lot of recent Pokemon games seem to be trying to incorporate more traditional boss fights. Which is definitely a weird thing for Pokemon standards. Like, if we compare it to, like, the, like, traditional RPG, like... Oh, right, you have competitive too, I forgot about that. The traditional RPG, like, your Final Fantasies and presumably your Dragon Quests, I'm not very well versed in those, but I know those are influential as hell. Like, there's, like, a dedicated healer, a dedicated tank, probably. There's, like, 4 party members on the field at a time. Adjusting that kind of thing for, you know, a game that can be played PvP, I guess you probably would end up with something like Pokemon. Like, even if you weren't setting out to make a game that reminds you of what it's like to catch bugs. I suppose there being only a few healers, but they're in pretty high demand in Pokemon, is pretty true to traditional RPGs. This melodic is annoying. Wow. Did Trick Room end? I've like hardly even paying attention. We are about to freaking win. We are about to freaking win. Oh, okay, you can do that. With Prankster, that's like basically a fear strategy, isn't it? That's kind of interesting, actually. genuinely am excited to play with, like, more offbeat team ideas. As long as the game, like, you know, keeps my interest. I'm not usually one for competitive games, at least not, like, somebody who sticks with them for a long time. But the nature of this being Pokemon and, you know, being the place where you do Pokemon battles with other people now might change that, maybe? Oh man, this win streak is making it tempting, but I'm feeling I have to cut myself off from continuing. But we can become a Victory Bell admirer and some other stuff. What are these affinity tickets? I guess they probably have to do with recruitment. But since I bring in my own guys, that doesn't matter that much. But also it matters a little bit because we have a grand total of 35 spaces without paying money for more space. Well, I did earn more for reaching Great Ball Tier. There also might be, like, the starter kit is pretty cheap. I'll think about that. I want to, like, give it some time first, but $5 is $5, so I guess it's, like, not that big of a deal. But I don't want to just throw around my money for little. Okay, that's enough out of me. I'm getting loopy and I have to bathroom, so this is where the stream ends. Okay, bye.